So after the basics of three-dimensional geometry, the introductory part of three-dimensional geometry, the previous class we have seen the collinearity of 3 points in three-dimensional form and parallel lines, and then coplanarity, and after that the volume of the tetrahedron. That is, just to revise it, let us understand, let us revise once. That is, if you see 3 points collinear, that is ABC. Then these 3 points are said to be collinear. We have seen the area of the triangle, and you can have the distance relation also. AB plus BC is equal to AC, and also delta ABC, area of the triangle AB bar cross AC bar must be 0. You can use this or this. Similarly,
sir, screen sharing.
Yeah, this is if 3 points ABC are collinear, then AB plus BC is equal to AC, or half modulus of AB bar cross AC bar is equal to 0, area of the triangle. Or if two vectors are parallel in the vector form, as you know, I need not have to tell you that AB bar is equal to lambda into AC bar. That is, they are proportional. They are proportional. AB bar by AC bar is equal to lambda. That is, A1 by A2 in three-dimensional form is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2 is equal to lambda. And similarly, coplanarity, there exists a linear relation between the vectors. We have seen in the vector form. And if it is the tetrahedron, tetra stands for 4, and volume of the tetrahedron is 1/6 of box of AB bar, AC bar, AD bar. Okay, this is volume of tetrahedron. Now let us continue to DCs and DRs. Let me explain you first what are the DCs and DRs, and then we will see the theory given there. And very importantly, what you have to understand, there is slope in two-dimensional form. Slope of a line in two-dimensional form. In 2D, slope is defined to be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. But in three-dimensional geometry, you cannot have this because z coordinate is also there. So in one way, we can say that the slope is replaced by DCs in three-dimensional geometry. Direction, cosines. So what are the direction cosines? If I remember well, I explained you this. But let me repeat this. Kaushik is saying as if we have not done it anyway. No problem. Let us understand this again. If you have XYZ axis, if you take any point P in the space XYZ, and if you join this line OP, this OP is making an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, and gamma with z-axis. Then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are DCs. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are DCs. Now, generally, DCs and DRs are not written in brackets, please. Generally, the people used to write this, but if you write it in the bracket, that becomes a point. DCs and DRs should be written without brackets. Without brackets. And why? Why cosines only? Why not sines? Just understand this. With this one, you'll understand clearly. If you drop a perpendicular, from P onto x-axis, for example, like this is 90 degrees. Now, if you mark this is x, please. And this is OP. OP is distance between O and P. It's nothing but root over x square plus y square plus z square. Now, any one of you, please, do you tell me what is cos alpha? Are you there?
Cos alpha
In the triangle,
equal to 1 by cos beta cos gamma.
in the triangle OAP, cos alpha is adjacent by hypotenuse, x by root or x square plus y square plus z square. Similarly, do you tell me what is cos beta?
Adjacent by hypotenuse, sir.
What is cos beta in this case? Cos beta means it is an angle made by OP with y-axis. Similarly, we drop another perpendicular, of course, in three-dimensional form. You may have little confusion, but it is a perpendicular. Let us suppose it meets it in B. Then this length is nothing but y. Then what should it be? Y by root over x square plus y square plus z square. Kaushik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you tell me cos gamma, please, similarly?
Sir, z by root over x square plus y square.
These are because x, y, z are written in terms of cosine only. X, y, z can be written in terms of cosine only, and hence this any point can be replaced with the cosines only, but not sines. That is the reason why direction cosines are introduced. And very importantly, if you square and add these, no, and these are named as L, LMN. These are named as LMN. Do you tell me now what is L square plus M square plus N square? Any one of you?
1, sir.
Is 1. L square plus M square plus N square is squaring and adding them, no? Just x square plus y square plus z square by x square plus y square plus z square. So L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. Sum of the squares of cosines is always 1. So this is a property, and you will have this directly in the objectives if the question is to be asked. You may be asked to find out sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma, question mark. This can be asked in the objectives. Then in that case, you must be knowing what is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square omega. Do you tell me now? This is nothing but L square plus M square plus N square. It's nothing but cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma.
1, sir.
Yeah, that is 1. Is equal to 1. Now you convert this. Cos square alpha is 1 minus sine square alpha, 1 minus sine square beta, 1 minus sine square gamma. Then what happens? You will get 3 minus of sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is equal to 1. which implies that sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma value, if it is asked in the objectives, it is 3 minus 1, 2. So there are two relations you must remember. Number one is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. Second relation is sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is equal to 1. Okay. That's it, please.
Yes, sir.
So now the relation between these two, between DCs and DRs. This is also important, the conversion. Converting DCs to DRs and DRs to DCs. If ABC are DRs, so how to convert DRs to DCs? Simply you have to divide ABC with the root over A square plus B square plus C square. So the relation between DCs and DRs are, they are proportional. DCs and DRs are proportional. Remember that. For example, if you are given 1, 2, 3 are DRs, then do you tell me what are the DCs? 1 by square root of?
Root over 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square.
So 9 plus 10 plus 4, root 14. 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, 3 by root 14. And you can even add plus or minus also for this. One is in the upward direction, other one is in the downward direction. Okay. This is how you can convert DCs and DRs. And very importantly, what is that you have to understand? How do we understand this geometrically? That's also important. How do we understand this geometrically? See, for example, if you have x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, and DCs are given to be some element, we have taken, as usual, the notation for DCs is element. And you have to understand that there is a line, let me say. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. See, if there is a line, then that line is yeah. This is a line. Praneeth, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
This is a line. Now, whose DCs are given to me? For example, this is OP line given. And its DCs are DCs of OP is given to be L comma M comma N. Then what is that you have to understand, if you take element as a point on the line, if you take element as a point on the line, it is to be understood that element is a point on the line OP, which is at a distance of 1 unit. So DCs as a point is at a distance of 1 unit from the origin. Understand that. DCs as a point is at a distance of 1 unit from the origin. Then what are the DRs? Rest all points are nothing but DRs only. Like what? If you want to create a point on OP at a distance of, let me say, 10 units. Then simply you write it as 10L, 10M, 10N, that's it. If you mark this point on this line now, it will be at a distance of 10 units from the origin. Kaushik.
Sir.
Vineet. So element as a point on the line is at a distance of how many units, please? 1 unit. This is understanding geometrically.
Sir.
Hey, you didn't screen share, sir.
Screen.
Just a moment.
అరే కౌస్
Hmm.
వెళ్ళిపోయింటారా సార్ ఏదో అయింది ఏదో అయింది
ఐఐటి కాన్పూర్ లో ఒక డ్రోన్ డెవలప్ చేసి చూసావా?
ఉమ్.
ఆరా యూసీఏ.
ఎప్పుడు నాకు హోస్ట్ రా బొంగు
అంటే
ఎప్పుడు నాకు హోస్ట్ రాదు.
నాకే వచ్చిందా? ఇవ్వాలా?
ఏమో వద్దు.
నీకే నిన్నే చేసా హోస్ట్.
నా వద్దురా ఆయన మళ్ళీ ఆయనకు హోస్ట్ ఎట్లా ఇవ్వాలో కూడా తెలియదు నాకు. హోస్ట్ ఎట్లా ఇవ్వాలో తెలియదు. ఎట్లా ఇవ్వాలి?
పార్టిసిపెంట్స్కి వెళ్ళి సర్ మీద నొక్కి మేక్ హోస్ట్ అని ఉంటుంది చూడు.
ఓ సార్కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది హోస్ట్ ఆటోమేటిక్. హలో సార్.
Yeah. There is some technical problem.
ఓకే
సార్ చెప్పడం మర్చిపోయా. ఐఐటి కాన్పూర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఓపెన్ రివీల్ చేశారు కదా ఫస్ట్ లుక్.
ఏంటిది?
మన అడ్వాన్స్డ్ అటాక్ డ్రోన్ సార్, స్టెల్త్ డ్రోన్ ఇండియా.
ఓహో.
అది స్టెల్త్ ప్లస్ అంటే ఎన్ని రేడార్ లో డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వదు, ప్లస్ అటాక్ కూడా చేయగలదు, అటాక్స్ పర్ఫామ్ చేయగలదు.
మనాడు ఓన్ అది
ఏంటి సార్? మన వాళ్ళే మొత్తం డెవలప్ చేసింది అది. హిందుస్థాన్ ఏరోనాటిక్స్ ఇంకా ఏమో ఐఐటి కాన్పూర్ కొలాబరేషన్.
Great. Yeah, let us see this now. This is direction cosines. If you see this in the script form, then you will better remember this, what I explained you already. The DC's direction cosines. If a line makes an angle alpha with x-axis and beta with the y-axis and gamma with z-axis, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are said to be direction cosines, and they are denoted by element. So cos alpha is x by root over x square plus y square plus z square if p is x, y, z. Similarly, cos beta, cos gamma can also be understood. And L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. That is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. And thereby sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma is equal to 2.
2. Yes, sir.
And if you take DCs as a point element, then it is at a unit distance from the horizon. Remember that, please. This is very important. Understanding DCs geometrically. Understanding DCs geometrically. If you want to understand DCs geometrically, take it as a point. The difference between DCs, DRs and the point is, a point is denoted within the brackets and DCs and DRs without brackets. So if you take DCs as a point, that point marked on the line OP is at a distance of 1 unit from the horizon. If the DCs of OP are given like that. Then if you want the DCs, DRs of a point on the same line OP, which is at a distance of 10 units from the horizon, then simply multiply DCs with 10, 10L, 10M, 10M, that's it. So that's the reason why, if you want to write it in the general form, LR, MR, NR, or DRs. And what is the relation between DCs and DR? They are proportional. They are always proportional.
Yes, sir.
Conversion also, I taught you. Now, let us continue this. Let us see this in the script form so that you will be remembering well. Just this is direction cosines, please. The cosines of the angle direction cosines, the cosines of the angle made by a line in anti-clockwise direction, the positive direction of coordinate axis are called the direction cosines of that line. If alpha, beta, gamma are the angles which given by direct line makes with the positive direction of x, y, z axis respectively, then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are called direction cosines of the given line and are generally denoted by element respectively. L is equal to cos alpha, M is equal to cos beta, N is equal to cos gamma. So, what is that you have to understand? If you want the DCs of x-axis, very important, please. DCs of x-axis are simply understood like this. It makes 0 angle with itself and 90 degrees with z-axis and y-axis and also 90 degrees with z-axis. Then what are the DCs of x-axis? Cos 0, cos 90, cos 90, which is nothing but 1, 0, 0. So now do you tell me please, what are the DCs of x-axis? DCs of x-axis please, 1, 0, 0.
0, sir.
What are the DCs of y-axis please?
0, 1, 0, sir.
That's right. What are the DCs of z-axis?
0, 0, 1.
That's it. Okay. Now, if you take the lines OX, OY, OZ, we understood their DCs, which are known to be coordinate axis. They are nothing but 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 respectively. Okay, that's what we have seen. Now this already I explained you, and the important points to be remembered in this case are cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1, and sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma is equal to 2. That's what I already explained you. Okay. Now let us see these tips also, which will be useful in the objectives. What are the tips given here? Let me check. One moment. This is just please go through this once. If OP is equal to R coordinates of the point P, X, Y, Z, the DCs of the line OP are X by R, Y by R, Z by R. What is R, please? Distance from O
OP, sir. O to P.
that is root over X square plus Y square plus Z square.
Z square, yes, sir.
And what are the equivalent term that is in vector algebra? Vectors, it is nothing but DCs is equal to, important place, understanding 3D from the window of vectors. Understanding 3D from the window of vectors. DCs is equal to unit vector.
Okay, sir.
How do you find unit vector in vector algebra? If you are given a vector A bar, if you want to convert this to unit
Mod
vector, then simply we write
Mod A.
modulus. We divide A bar with mod A bar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is what you have to understand with regards to the DCs and the unit vector in the vector algebra. Okay. Now, DC is always lying between -1 and +1 because their cosines, no? Cosine value, cosine range is -1 +1. That is understandable because in trigonometry, you know, the range of sine and cos is lying between -1 +1. DCs of a line parallel to any coordinate axis are equal to the DCs of the coordinate axis. When two lines are parallel, their DCs are same.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, I'll be back in minutes. I'll drink water.
okay. Number of lines which are equally inclined to the coordinate axis is 4. The number of lines which are equally inclined to the coordinate axis is 4. If 11 are DCs of a line, the maximum value of 11 is 1/3√3. How is it possible? Let me explain you that. Let me explain you that. See here, if you take the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, what is that first point there? The lines that are equally inclined to the coordinate axis. The lines that are equally inclined to the coordinate axis. Means what? You take a line which is making equal angles with the coordinate axis. What does it mean? If you take some line like this, let us suppose this is making an angle alpha with x-axis and same alpha with y-axis, same alpha with z-axis. That means you have alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. What the point he wrote there to remember is that how many such lines will be present? Do you answer me, please? How many such lines will be present is the question. I repeat the concept here. Let us suppose there is a line OP which is making equal angles with the coordinate axis. That equal angle I have taken to be alpha. Then what are the DCs of P? Cos alpha, cos alpha, cos alpha. That's what. His question is how many such lines will be there in the 3D space? In the 3D space, how many such lines will be there? That is the question. See, in the first octet, let me extend this for your better understanding. This is negative x-axis. Negative x-axis, please. This is negative x-axis. Are there, Kaushik?
Yes, sir. Now I can.
And this is negative y-axis.
Yes, sir.
This is negative z-axis. What I'm saying now, how many octants are there? 8 octants are there. Correct or not? In the top portion of this 4 octants, below them 4 octants will be there. Now, if you take this as the first octant, from the first octant till the end of diagonally opposite to it, like what? If you extend that OP line, if you extend this OP line, it will be extended like this. So my question to you, please understand this question, please. How many such OPs will be there? What is a property of OP here? It makes equal angles with the coordinate axis. When it makes the equal angles with the coordinate axis, obviously cos square alpha plus cos square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1. Implies cos alpha is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. Are you there? Both of you, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir. I'm there.
what I'm saying now, if you write plus or minus 1 by root 3 here, this can be filled in 2 ways. This can be filled in 2 ways. This can be filled in 2 ways. And according to permutations and combinations, there should be totally 8 such lines. 8 such lines. They are not 8 such lines, but they are 8 line segments will be there. My question to you, how many lines will be there? If there are 8 line segments, how many lines will be there? Lines will be only 4. Because in this 8 now, OP is 1 line, and I'll say this OP dash is another line. And if this is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, and this is, do you tell me please? Exactly opposite, like third quadrant in 2-dimensional geometry, it is this totally first octant.
Minus 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3.
Minus 1 by root 3, minus 1 by root 3, minus 1. Only difference is their direction. This is in the forward direction. This is in the backward direction. That is the reason why DRs or DCs are differing by sign. Exactly. All these are plus, all these are minus. They are line segment wise, they are 2, but line wise, this is only 1. So how many such line segments will be there? 4 line segments will be there. One is this in the first octant. And in the second octant, do you tell me? 1 more will be there. In the third octant, 1 more will be there. In the fourth octant, 1 more will be there. I hope you understand what I'm explaining. There are totally 4 lines will be there that are making equal angles with the coordinate axis.
Yes, sir.
And do you answer me this? If it is 2-dimensional geometry,
Okay, sir.
for example, if you take one line like this, which is making equal angles with the coordinate axis. One is, what is the angle between the x-axis and y-axis, please?
90 degrees.
And this makes 45 degrees with x-axis.
That makes 45, 90.
degrees with y-axis. Now, how many such lines will be there in 2-dimensional geometry? Kaushik.
Sir.
How many such lines will be there? I'm talking about 2-dimensional geometry now. This is x-axis, y-axis. Negative x, negative y. How many such lines will be there in 2-dimensional geometry?
Sir, 4.
Positive x, positive y, positive, see, positive x, positive, negative x, positive y, negative y.
Listen to my question clearly, please. How many such lines will be there? How many such line segments will be there? That's what my question is. How many lines will be there? Only 2.
Two.
Line segments will be there?
4.
4.
Yes.
Kaushik.
Sir,
Lines is equal to 2 only, but line segments is equal to 4 please.
yes, sir.
I hope you understand what I'm saying. Here it is 1, 1. Here it is minus 1, minus 1. Here it is minus 1, 1. Here it is 1, minus 1. What makes the difference between these two? Their direction is just opposite to each other. But this forms a single line only. As a line segment, they are different. But as a line, it is same. I hope you understand. If you extend this to 3D, I repeat, this is for 2D. If you extend it to 3D, do you answer me now? How many such lines will be there making equal angles? Lines will be 4. Do you tell me line segments, please? Repeat.
Sir,
Line segments will be there. How many line segments will be there?
4 into 8, 8, double.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. That's what he's saying. This is an important point for the objective sprite question you will have on this one. The number of lines which are equally inclined to the coordinate axis is 4. And I'm extending it. The number of line segments will be, how many will be there? Number of line segments, 8 will be there. Lines are 4, but line segments are 8.
8.
And the maximum value of element is 1 by 3 root 3 given. That's very simple. Like this, you can understand. How do we define the maximum value? According to maxima and minima concept, you can easily understand this. That is, if what is the relation between DCs, please? L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. So maximum happens when L is equal to M is equal to N. Come on, tell me now. Tell me now, please. 3L square is equal to 1. L is equal to what? 1 by root 3. Therefore, element max we need. Maximum of element we need. So 1 by root 3 into 1 by root 3 into 1 by root 3. Is how much is it? 1 by 3 root 3. This is based on the maxima and minima concept. So maximum value, minimum value occurs only when they are equal. So L is equal to M is equal to N. That's what I substituted. I got L is equal to 1 by root 3 and thereby M also 1 by root 3, N also 1 by root 3. So maximum value will be 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 to 1 by. Is how much? 1 by 3 root 3. Okay. Now, these are some important points to be remembered. Okay. Now, let us see the problems. And direction ratio, I already explained what is the relation between direction ratios and direction cosines. DRs and DCs are proportional to each other, and how to convert DRs to DCs. This is what he is saying. This is an important point. Just understand this. What he's saying is, element are DCs, ABC are DRs, then A by L is equal to B by M is equal to C by N is equal to some K. Or you can take even like this also. But what is that? You have to understand they are proportional to each other. So how to convert DRs to DCs? Simply divide with root over A square plus B square plus C square. You know that? And DCs is nothing but a unit vector. DCs is nothing but a unit vector. DCs are, this is very important. In the problem part, we'll have to apply this many times. Follow this, please, carefully, carefully. DCs and DRs have a line joining the points. 2 points are given. Kaushik and Pranit, are you there?
Sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There.
Yeah. This one, please listen to this carefully.
Yes, sir.
Because it is to be applied frequently in 3-dimensional geometry. What is that? Whenever 2 points on a line segment are given, then how do we write the dRs of that line? dRs of that line. For example, you are given a point Px1, y1, z1, another point Qx2, y2, z2. That is, a point P is given x1, y1, z1. Another point Q is given, which is x2, y2, z2. Then I need the dRs of this line. So far, what is the difference between the previous DCs and this one? There, one of the points is origin there. But here, it is not like that. Those 2 points are given. Now, very simple, yeah, very simple. Listen to me carefully. Shift origin to P, that's it.
Okay, sir.
Shift origin to P. Then what will be Q? Q is equal to, you know, let me remind you that. Let me remind you that is original point is equal to new point plus new origin. Kaushik.
Yes, sir.
I repeat this. Original point is equal to new point plus new origin. So what is original point? X, Y, Z. Small letters. Listen to this carefully. What is new point? Capital X, capital Y, capital Z. What is new origin? Generally taken as X1, Y1, Z1. Are there both of you? Very important, please. Very important. Generally, you may be thinking
Okay, sir.
when you are learning this shifting of origin, change of axis, what is the use of it? This is the use. This is the application. Now, whenever original point is equal to new point plus new origin, if you want new point, do you tell me how do you write new point then? Original point minus new origin. Are there both of you, please? If you know this, you can understand this very
Yes, sir.
easily.
Okay.
New point is equal to original point minus new origin. What is the original point here? I want to write Q here. Q is nothing but original point is Q. Now I want to write the transformed point of Q. Whenever we are shifting the origin to P, I'll show you that. I'm shifting the origin to P now. Shifting the origin to P. Then what happens? Q also changes. Q is nothing but, now it becomes Q minus P. That's what it is. Original point minus new origin. New origin is X1, Y1, Z1. X1, Y1, Z1. Then what will be Q, please? Do you respond? Do you respond according to the formula given here? How new point changes? Simply the subtraction of these two. That is X2 minus X1. I repeat here. What is new point here? New point of Q we need. So let me write this new point as Q dash, please. Q dash will be original point is Q minus new origin is P. So it is nothing but Q minus P. Kaushik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Then what I need is, I need new point now, which, because this is new origin here. This is new origin. I'm writing this. New origin. When new origin is X1, Y1, Z1, what is the new point of Q? That's what my question, please. That's what my question. Q minus B. Simple. Q minus B. What should it be? X2 minus X1. Y2 minus Y1. Z2 minus Z1. That's it, please. So how to find the dRs of PQ now? Simply write the difference. That's it. dRs of a line segment PQ is nothing but OQ minus OP. I'll take a numerical problem like this. Numerical problem. Anyway, we are working out the problems on this. So what are the DRs of P -1, -3, -5 and Q 7, 2, -1. Or please tell me, any one of you. Do you tell me what is PQ bar in vector algebra with respect to position vectors?
OQ bar minus OP bar.
That's it. It is very much similar. You have to understand that. This is nothing but DRs, please. How to see vectors? How to see 3D from the window of vectors is this. This is vector window. This is 3D. Come on, tell me now. Tell me the answer for this.
This is sir 7 plus 1 or 2 plus 3 and -1 plus 5.
-1 plus 5.
So 8, 5, 4. That's it. This is how we find out the DRs of the given line. So DRs of the given line is nothing but the difference of the coordinates. That's it. OQ minus OP. Position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Let us work out the problems now. Let us check this problem now. A line makes the, Pranit, please read that problem. Example 7.
A line makes the same angle theta with each of the x and z axis if the angle beta which it makes with y axis is such that sine square beta is equal to 3 sine square theta, then cos square theta equals.
Then cos square theta. Correct now? What is that you understand, please? According to the question given, a line makes the same angle theta with each of x and z axis.
Sir, we need to find y axis, sir. So x and z comes, sir. Towards the top side, z will come, and right side x. Diagonally, y will come, sir. Right.
Okay, so here it is given that this line is making equal angles with x and z axis. No, that is why he's saying it as theta. No, is it? Just let me check. Simply he said equal or any theta given here, same angle theta. He has given that. Same angle theta given. So that's why I took alpha theta, gamma theta, and beta we don't know. But we know a relation. That is L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1, which is nothing but cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. Kaushik.
Yes, sir.
So what is cos square alpha, please? Cos square theta. What is cos square beta? We don't know. What is cos square gamma? Cos square theta is nothing but 1. Correct or not? Now cos square beta is equal to 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Come on, tell me whether it's correct or not. What is a relation given for beta, please? A relation is given, just check it out. What is the relation given? Sine square beta is equal to 3 sine square theta. Correct or not? To make use of that relation, write this cos square beta as 1 minus sine square beta is equal to 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Come on, tell me what is that can be replaced with sine square beta? Come on. See that. What is sine square beta given? 3 sine square theta.
Sine square theta, sir.
I replace the sine square beta with 1 minus 3 sine square theta. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now I can write this. 2 cos square theta, even in terms of sine square theta also, but he is asking for cos square theta value, no?
Yes, sir.
Cos square theta value. Keep it like that only. Now convert this sine square theta, please. Sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos
Cos square theta. Yes, sir.
So 1 minus 2 cos square theta. What should it be now? This is 3 cos square theta plus 2 cos square theta. 5 cos
5 cos square theta.
is equal to, this is minus 2, 1 plus 3. So cos square theta value is how much, please?
3/5.
3/5.
That's it. This is the way you have to solve it according to given data. It is purely based on DCs. DCs. That is L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1, or cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So I simply substituted the data given there, and finally we got the value of cos square theta, because you have to find out the value of cos square theta only. I think it's clear. Both of you, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now let us go to the next question, please. And now, Kaushik, please read the example 8.
Direction cosines of the line that makes equal angles with the 3 axes in a space R.
Do you tell me how to do that? Equal angles, he gave the data, that is according to data. The line is making equal angles, no? That means your alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to theta. Let me say. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the relation, cos square
Cos
alpha
square
plus
cos square beta.
beta plus
Sir,
square
So
gamma.
plus or minus 1/√3 plus or minus 1/√3.
That's good. Just now I explained it, no?
Yes, sir.
So, Praneeth, the D
Plus or minus.
plus or minus 1/√3 plus or
Plus
minus
or minus 1/√3.
plus or
Yes, sir.
minus 1. That's it.
Okay, sir.
And as I said, when you are writing DCs and DRs, you should not write the brackets.
Yes, sir.
If the brackets are written, that becomes a
Vector.
Point.
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 That becomes a point. That's it. It's a simple question. So you can take it as a standard result, please. Next one. Can you try that and tell me? Example 9. I'm reading it. I'm waiting for your answer. A line which make angle 60 degrees with y-axis and z-axis in the angle which it makes with x-axis is. Come on. Tell me that simple question.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
50 degrees, no, sir.
Huh?
No, sir. 1 minute. I'll tell, sir. We'll tell the answer.
Yeah. Please try it.
Like, sir. 60. Cos 60. Cos 60. 1/2. Sir, cos 60 1/2 only, no, sir.
It's 1/2 only.
Thank you. Sir, 90 degrees.
90, na?
Yes, sir.
Let's wait for Praneeth, Babu.
Sir, doing. Sir, I do got 90.
That's a very simple question. Like you will have cos square alpha as it is plus cos square
square
beta
beta.
1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1.
1.
And cos square alpha is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2.
3 by 2.
1 minus 1 by 2 means cos alpha is 1 by root. You must get alpha 45 degrees.
Simplification mistake.
1 by 2.
I forgot to do the square, sir. 1 by 2.
Cos alpha, I got 3 by 2.
No, the relation.
There I
cos
see,
square
sir.
alpha-
Till cos square alpha, I got everything is the same near 1 minus 1 by 2. I confusion. I wrote 3 by 2.
No, sir. 1 by 2. We have to substitute cos 60 degrees, no, sir, in place of beta gamma.
Yes, yes.
I forgot to do the square.
Very good. Shame on you. Shame on you. సిగ్గులేదు నీకు తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే సిగ్గు అనేది వదిలిపెట్టేసావు అని అర్థం. So cos square beta 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 2 alpha 45 degrees. Very, very basic question, please. Shame on yourself. Yes, let me continue that. Next one, example 10. A line passes through the points, 2 points given the direction cosines of the line so directed the angle made by it with the positive direction of x-axis is acute. There is a small understanding here. It must make an acute angle. Let me write the points first. Let me say A6 minus 7 minus 1 and B2 minus 3, 1. Kaushik Babu,
Sir,
do you tell me now what are the DRs of AB, please?
yes, sir.
X2 minus
2
X1.
minus 6, minus 3 plus 7, 1 minus 1 plus 1. Yeah. This is DR, sir.
DRs. Therefore, DCs.
Minus 4 by root over minus 4 whole square plus 4 square plus 2 square means 4 square 16 plus 16 32 32 plus 4
36.
flat.
Generally, we write under root 36 is 6, but here we have to write plus or minus in case of 3D because of directions and all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Upward direction, downward direction. Otherwise, root 36 is 6 only. But in this case, we write plus or minus.
Okay, sir.
So what happens here? Do you tell me, please? If you take plus minus 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. And if you take minus, 2 by 3, minus 2 by
2 by 3 minus 2 by 3.
What is saying? It must make an acute angle. It must make an acute angle, he said.
Yes, sir.
Let us check it out. That is important point here. You have got two answers here. Which answer must be taken? You must decide according to the given question there. Just go through it. What he's saying is, just say this. So directed, the direction cosines of line so directed to the angle made by it with positive direction of x-axis is acute. Positive direction of x-axis must be acute, please. So whether the first set makes positive angle or second set makes positive angle, just tell me that, Praneeth. What is it saying? This is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. This is also cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. According to his question, this must make positive angle or acute angle with x-axis.
Sir, then we'll get second option, sir.
Praneeth,
Yes, sir. Second one only. Minus,
This
minus,
is
plus, plus,
negative.
plus, plus.
Yeah, this one is negative, this one is positive.
Positive.
Answer must be
Obviously, minus, minus will become positive, and the other one is positive. So it's obviously this thing will be negative.
so 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Your answer must be, according to this, it is, tell me which option satisfies there, please. Which option satisfies?
First option. Not
First option.
Hey.
Second option, sir. First option only, sir. First option only. Sir, two minuses, sir. My first option only.
Sir, first I got first out and I cancelled.
Yeah, let us check it
You
out.
are the not confused with me.
First
But,
option.
but we wrote wrong there. Just a moment.
It should be 1 minus 1 by 3.
Uh,
Sir, 2 by 6, sir. 1
2
by
by
3.
6, sir.
1 by 3, sir.
yeah.
Small error mistake.
This is 1 by.
Yes. First option correct. No satisfaction. Amma.
So that's first option.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us see example 11, please. Do you tell me, please?
Yes,
Now
sir.
that's a simple question. Let me read it for you.
I'll
And
read.
let me expect the answer from you. That is, if the direction cosines of a line are 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c, then he should not give it in the brackets, but he gave it, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Then what should be the value of c? Come on, tell me,
It's
please.
point, sir. Point.
That's a point, of course. Do you tell me, please? DCs of a line are given to be 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c. Then he is asking about c.
Let's see. Sir, plus or minus root 3? Because if you substitute in the DRs from
But you tell me, how do you proceed first?
if you substitute in the DCs or DR form,
Which one? Which formula?
1 by under root. Okay. 1 by under root DC.
No, the relation between DCs, please. The relation between DCs. What is the relation between DCs? Kaushik, answer.
Oh, this thing is Pascal is equal to 1.
Correct. Which is 1 by c square plus 1 by c square plus 1 by c.
C square is equal to 1. Square common. Sir, square. 3.
No, 3 1 by c square, 3 by c square.
Sir, C is equal to root 3.
Plus or minus?
Plus or minus root 3.
Are you there, Kaushik?
Kaushik, Babu. No, sir,
Babu
I think
sleeping.
he's not there.
Babu is sleeping.
Babu, Adam.
Or Babu eating.
Eating, I think he'll unmute, sir. Not eating, I think he has gone for water.
Okay,
So
so that's
11th of
about.
simple. Yes, sir.
Now, this one, let us stop with this question now. Example 12, please. Example 12.
Okay, sir. Should I read, sir?
Yeah.
If R is a vector of magnitude 21 and has DRs 2, minus 3, 6, then R is equal to.
That is modulus of R bar is 21.
Yes, sir.
And
DR
DRs.
is equal to 2, minus 3, 6.
Correct. Then R bar is equal. Good question, please. It
Yes, sir.
tests your understanding about DCs and DRs. Follow this carefully, please.
Okay.
This one, the magnitude is 21.
Sir,
Yes, Kaushik.
I came back.
But
My microphone is muted. I came back 3 minutes ago.
Right. So DRs, how to convert DRs to DCs first?
Sir, DRs into divide, sir, with the magnitude.
Yeah. DCs is equal
Sorry,
to
sorry, friend here.
DRs divided by.
R bar, mod R bar.
No, first of all, what you have to do now, you have to make it a unit vector and then multiply with 21.
Okay, sir. Then cos square alpha. Okay.
Because these are not DCs. If it is DCs,
Yes, sir.
as you said, then we can straight away multiply with 21. But here, DRs divided by, come on, tell me please, root over what? 4
4,
plus
9, 36.
36.
45,
So
49, sir. 7
2
Root
by
7.
7 minus
minus
3
3
by
by 7, 6 by 7.
6 by 7. You can even write plus or minus also.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, R bar we need.
Yes, sir.
R bar magnitude he has given.
21.
Correct. Now R bar is, you write it as plus or minus 21 by 7 into 2 minus 3, 6. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
So what should be the answer now? Final answer.
Plus or minus 21 by 7 into minus 36.
Oh, this is 3, no? Plus or minus 6, comma,
Okay.
minus or plus 3 into 3, 9,
9, sir.
comma. This is 3 again, 3 into 3, 18.
18.
Sir, 6i minus 9j plus 18k or minus 6i plus 9j minus 18k.
I recognize this.
భయ్యా 6 అయ్యి కదా భయ్యా ప్లస్ మైనస్ ఆర్ ప్లస్ అంటే ఆబ్వియస్లీ మైనస్ 9 వస్తుంది.
So that order is to be followed there.
ఎస్ సార్.
Hmm.
మైనస్ 6i ప్లస్ 9j మైనస్ 18k.
Correct.
Awesome.
This is in vector format.
Vector form.
So in 3D form, we don't use IJK. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So only thing you have to understand it from the perspective of vectors. Always habituate yourself to read 3D from the window of vectors.
Okay.
To read 3D from the window of vectors. Okay? We'll
Okay, sir.
continue this in the next session.